and welcome to class, everyone. Welcome to what we are calling Foundations for the next couple weeks here. These foundation classes, what we're trying to do is provide more beginner-oriented workouts and also the breakdown of these classes as well. So you're going to get a lot of information today. Maybe not as much exercise, actual exercise time, but there will be exercise, don't get me wrong. If I want to kind of have this as a precursor, if at any point you feel like I am talking too much, and again, that's by design of this series of foundations workouts that we have. If at any point you feel like I'm talking too much, you want more exercise, I highly say to exit out of this video and go to our YouTube channel and find the comparable class that we have done previously. So like for myself, you can simply go into our channel and search sports conditioning, and you'll find my other pre-recorded sports conditioning classes if you're looking to have less talking and more workout. So just want to give that for everyone out there that is an option for you. So with sports conditioning, the idea with this, it's a high energy, there's a higher intensity level. It's kind of a beginner intermediate level class. But we're moving our feet in sport specific ways, sport specific exercises, call them drills if you'd like to, but things that for the early part of my career that I did with hockey players and other athletes as well. But I take inspiration from my previous work experience and plug them into this class. So like I said, high speed, high intensity, some high impact, but no matter what, with these group fitness classes, we'll always have low impact options as well. So yeah, I always like to think with this class, I'm wanting to bring the inner athlete out of everyone that does this class or joins this class. So with sports conditioning and with all of our classes, we always start with a warm-up. A warm-up is very important. It gets that internal body temperature elevated, and you start breathing a little bit heavier, just a little bit, so that way we're moving blood throughout the body and preparing our body for exercise. During that warm-up, a lot of times you'll find either static or dynamic movements to stretch out the muscles, loosen up the muscles and the joints as well. Just again to warm up the body and just help prevent injury during exercise. So warming up is always key, regardless of if you're in my class, Anna's class, or working out on your own. Doing something to warm up the joint, warm up the body, just to help prevent injury is always ideal. So we're going to get into a warm-up first, just to kind of get us moving and experience that warm-up section. Warm-ups are typically between 3 to 5 minutes, depending on class duration. So we'll see how long we go for here today. I will provide not only the low impact option, but also that high impact option as well for any of you out there. So let's get this started with just a simple march. So just right in place, pumping the arms and just stepping in place. So this is a good low impact place to start. And the alternative, a little more high impact. Now, high impact meaning just that, how your feet are landing against the ground. This is softer, whereas, let's say, running in place or jogging in place is a little more high impact, a little tougher on the ankles, the knees, just the joints of the lower body. But this is going to, this higher speed, higher intensity is going to have that little more higher respiration aspect to this warm-up. But you choose what you need to do, whether that's low impact or the jogging in place. So next one that I want to move into is a little side step. So when you're ready, side to side. Now this is always a low impact option. I don't have any high impact options for this, but this one, just that multi-direction aspect that we will be utilizing through the sports conditioning class. I want to add in some arms now so we can stretch out that upper body. So I like to do it in 2 different ways. First one, vertical arms as I call it. So we reach and tip, extending that arm, and then side step to that other side and do the same thing. So we're keeping that pace with that side step, side to side. We're also getting that little lateral flexions, that stretch through the torso, and that reach up overhead. So we get into those lats. Let's move into the horizontal arms now. And that's more of a rotation and twist through the spine. So I'm slowing it down here, as you can see. Reach, step, and reach. Nice job. Excellent. All right. Moving into something for the hamstrings, the back of the leg. This can simply just be a heel lift for that low impact option. So being intentional here with bringing the heel up to the glutes. And I always like that kind of side to side step. Just feels a little bit more natural for this. Now, high impact option here is more of that running in place, lifting and bringing those heels to the glutes. Excellent. Now keep those arms moving as best you can. Excellent. All right, let's slow it down here. So just come to a stand. Let's get the arms. So arm swings here, just reaching backwards, up, around, to forwards, or to the front. And then we'll take the arm swings the opposite way. So now reaching front, circling behind. And we'll do one static stretch for this, for the back of the shoulder. So go ahead and relax the arms, but take one across the body. Now, we'll pause and hold for about 2 to 3 seconds, release, and pull that arm, the other arm across the body, and again, pause and hold for about 2 to 3. Now, just to loosen up the shoulders here, again, with this sports conditioning class, we're not doing resistance training. We don't really need to do too much specific stretches for, let's say, the upper body. Go ahead and relax the arms. Last one here for our warm-up, jumping jacks. Nice one just to round it out, to really feel that little bit of perspiration through the body. So low impact, 2 options here. I always like to demonstrate both options for low impact jumping jacks. This is the step touch. So you're just tapping the toe out to the side, still moving the arms in that jumping jack fashion. The second option is that step out and together. This one ends up being a little more dynamic, a little more movement oriented, because you have to step out, shift your weight out to the side, and then back together. So 2 low impact options, the toe tap right in place, or adding in that little bit movement side to side, or high impact being the normal jumping, high impact jumping jack. So we'll round it out here as I'm talking through the introduction to our first sports conditioning section. Feel free to march in place if you'd like, or keep moving. So with our sports conditioning class, I like to break it down into about 3 different sections. This first section will be quick feet. So we're working on that speed and reactivity, the reaction element of those feet and lower legs. These are great neuromuscular exercises to really just target those fast twitch muscle fibers, and also, again, that relay brain to muscle connection. So with this one, or with these exercises, I usually talk about an imaginary line. So just an imaginary line on the floor, or if you do have something to create a line, so like for me, from the wood flooring to my rubber mat, that line is doable, usable. These exercises are short in duration. For today, I've programmed them into my timer for 15 seconds. So you have 15 seconds to go as quick as you can. And try to move your feet as fast as you can. Some people are going to be able to move their feet faster than others. So don't worry about that. You move your speed and try to push yourself just that little bit more. So first exercise here, first of our quick feet exercises is going to be an in, out, out. So with this one, pretend that you're standing inside a box. Inside a box, imaginary box on the floor. We're going to step out 1 foot at a time, out of the box, back in. So out, in. This will be our first exercise for these footwork drills. So I hope you're ready for this. I'm going to get my fan going just a little bit here. So those 7 seconds on the clock are for me. That way I can start my timer and then get into my position to lead you into the exercise. So we're gonna get this going here. So in, out, out. Take it slow if you need to. 2, 1, here we go. We're stepping out, in. I'm gonna start slow. If you can just go fast right away, more power to you. But if you're with me here, nice and easy, start building it up. We're gonna go through this 3 different times. So a little rest here. Let the kind of the nervous system and the muscles kind of pause, relax. So we're gonna do it again. So feel free now to speed it up just a little bit more. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Whichever foot you'd like to start with, that's fine by me and fine for this exercise. So again, starting to increase that pace as you get more coordinated and familiar with the footwork. In, out, out. Good. Rest. All right, here we go. Last opportunity here. Try to go as fast as you can. 2, 1, and here we go. Out, in. So notice my upper half. Arms are moving with my legs. It's not a natural movement necessarily, but it's rhythmic with the speed of my feet. And rest. All right, we're gonna go to our imaginary line here. Similar footwork where we're going right, left. With this one, we're gonna go forward across the line, back. So forward, back. This will be our next quick feet exercise here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So notice my body position here. I know you couldn't quite see it on that first one, but this one, my knees are slightly bent, my hips are back. I'm not in a full squat. I'm just in that nice athletic position where I feel loose, and I feel like I can move my feet quickly. When it comes to these ones over the line, your chest should be right over that line, and you're just letting that lower half of you kind of through the hips move. Here we go, round 2. Forward, back. Nice, and again, keep the arms moving, just flowing with your legs. All right, 3rd round here. Try to go as fast as you can. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. That's it, loose, light on your feet. Again, it's that aspect of reactivity. So as soon as you feel your foot touch the ground on one side, you're trying to get it to move back the other way. Well done. So with this next one, scissors, a little more of a hopping motion here. So if you do not want to do high impact hopping motions, just do the one that we just did previously, that forward, forward, back, back. For our scissors, we will split that line, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and then we just switch both feet simultaneously. So start out slow as you need to. Keep that chest, that sternum right over top of that line, and find that rhythm. You should be having equal pressure between both feet. It's not where we have 90% weight on the lead foot and then the toe is just behind us. Again, equal distribution of that weight and pressure between both feet, so that way you're using both feet to jump and switch. So I've increased my speed a little bit. I hope you did as well. Keep the arms moving and rest. Again, feel free, forward, forward, back, back, another opportunity. Lower impact if you don't want to bounce with this scissor exercise. Last time here, try to go as quick as you can. 2, 1, and here we go. That's it. Nice job, everyone. And time. Beautiful. All right. One of my favorites here. It's a quick feet crossover. Has that kind of same footwork that we've been doing here. So this crossover, you're going to cross over the line with the outside foot, and then step, step on the other side, and then cross over. Step, step, cross. So this one has that high element of coordination. So that way you are lifting and crossing, and then that footwork coordination as well, so you can lead into your next appropriate step. So cross, step, step. So for me, this is my right leg. I don't know if it looks left or right for you, but for me, it's right, left, right, left, right, left. It's just that same stepping pattern. So once you kind of get the feel for it, start to increase that pace. Nice job. And time. All right, one more time here. Stick with that pace you're comfortable with for this last opportunity here for this crossover step. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Cross. Excellent. Again, that nice loose body, a little bit of knee bend, soft through the ankles and toes. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Beautiful. All right, I think we have one more here. Some hops. Want to do some hops here. So 2-footed hops forward and backward over or across that line. So we're hopping over that line and then hopping back. So this one as well, feel free to just kind of take those little mini leaps back and forth if you'd like, just for that little bit of that release of high impact element to this exercise. But this one is definitely a big one where body awareness is key. Are you keeping your shoulders, your chest right over that imaginary line, or that actual line if you are using something like I am? Here we go. Light and quick, picking those feet up. when it comes to these line exercises, you're never using stairs. It's, again, an imaginary line on the floor, maybe a piece of tape, something that does not have elevation to it. So technically for myself, I should probably not be using this mat because it has that 1/4 inch height to it. Hi, buddy. Yeah, pal. Nice job. Keep it going, everyone. And rest. Awesome. So that's the end of this timer, not the end of our workout, but that's the quick feet section that I usually integrate into these sports conditioning workouts. Just because they're nice, kind of has that cardio feel, and then all those other aspects, the footwork, the coordination, the speed and quickness as well. Not so much agility, but a little bit. We are changing directions quickly. So moving on to the next one, I want to go into our conditioning section. So conditioning, also cardio. I'm using conditioning because of the class type it is. But with this conditioning section, I designed this as a long duration, as if you were going to go outside and run for 50 yards or a mile or, you know, a 5K. Not that long, but just to give you that idea, that it has that longer duration. So for today, for more beginner-oriented approach, there will be little rest periods in between our exercises. So our first exercise that we'll start with today will be butt kickers. Feel free to start with this as a low impact. Again, I always suggest demonstrate that side to side. So this will be that butt kick option, or running, jogging in place, bringing the heels to the glutes. So if I remember correctly, I think we have each exercise, it's like 30 to 40 seconds with a 15-second rest in between. Again, a little more beginner oriented. In my regular scheduled sports conditioning class, you would probably find this section to be a little more less rest and just exercise after exercise after exercise. All right, so I'm gonna get the timer started and switched over for our conditioning section. So starting with butt kicks, glute kicks. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, right here is an excellent option for low impact. During these 5 different exercises, I will demonstrate always the low impact and then the high impact. So high impact for butt kicks is that jogging in place, lifting the heels to the glutes. That's it. Keep pumping the arms, moving the feet. And 2, 1, and relax. All right, so a little longer rest period here. Now we're gonna need some space side to side. With sports conditioning, with this class, multi-direction is kind of the premise for this. We don't always, in athletics, move just forward. We sometimes have to move laterally and diagonally. So we're gonna add in a shuffle. So low impact will just be kind of a quicker feet side step. So not bouncing on the toes, just again sidestepping with a little bit of speed and intensity. Or that typical shuffle if you'd like. So whatever space you have side to side, utilize it. So for myself here, I can only get about 2.5 shuffles in. So that's the distance that I will go. If you have more space, I would suggest 2 to 5 shuffles. You still want to have that ability to go side to side through these 40 seconds, but Yeah, anything more than about 5, you're just kind of going one way. But awesome job with those shuffles. Let's go into high knees. So a lot of these movements are ones that we integrate into our warm-up, but they are athletic movements no matter what. So high knees here, low impact option, marching in place with that high knee element. So trying to lift that knee to about parallel, or thigh parallel to the floor. Nice job, keep it going. If you'd like that high impact option here, run it, jog in place, lifting those knees up as high as you can. That's it, keep it going, keep it going. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, another side-to-side movement here, a skater. So this is kind of simulating like a speed skater, a hockey player, figure skater, whatever you want to say. We're moving side to side here, just kind of within a normal distance. Low impact option is just more of a step. You're pushing through the ground to drive your body the opposite way. Now, if you want to elevate high impact, you'll add in a hop. So that little leap from right foot to left foot. And then catching yourself in that athletic position. Again, athletic position being knees slightly bent, hips back and down slightly as well. And that slight forward lean, slight. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Awesome. So, next one here, jumping jacks. These exercises with this conditioning section can get quite expansive. Again, I try to write down sport-specific movements that you might see a volleyball player do. Some have to be just pretty standard and basic like we are today, but it is something to look forward to in a normal sports conditioning class. So jumping jacks here, low impact option 1, low impact option 2 with that actual step out. If you want a little bit more dynamicness to your jumping jacks, or simply the jump. Nice job. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. So, conditioning section. That is one of the elements that we would have in sports conditioning. We'll probably revisit that little section towards the end of our foundations sports conditioning class here. I want to move to my other movements. So, this other section, as I was just kind of talking about, are a little more sports specific. So for like our first one here, for all you volleyball players, sidestep hop or sidestep jump. So this one is more of that, you're imagining you're up at the netting and you're trying to move over, jump up, and block a shot, block a spike from the other team. So it's a quick sidestep, plant the feet, hop up as high as you can, and then you'll push off to the other side and jump one more time. So it's just right, left, right, left. That's a little more high impact oriented. Low impact is just minimizing the jump element. So low impact will be that sidestep, and you'll push through the ground, lifting the heels, getting up on your toes, simulating that jump or that block of that volleyball. So like I said, these, I don't have a good name for it, but these other movements here, this section, it might be cardio oriented, might be strength oriented, depending on what I have planned for today. So like for us today, no equipment, so we're sticking with more of those kind of cardio related, athletic movements. So let's get into this first one here, that side step hop. So I'll start with that low impact. Again, that just minimizes the hop. It's that side step, push through the ground, lift up the heels, and up on the toes. Excellent. I'm trying to get that full extension, lifting up nice and tall. Again, you're simulating blocking a volleyball. And you're trying to move quick as you can. Get to one side and up, get to one side and up. Nice. And rest. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna pause the timer here just briefly. Speed skater strides. So this one has that endurance aspect through the muscles, muscular endurance. So we're imitating that body position of those Olympic long track speed skaters, maybe even the short track too. But you're gonna be down nice and low here. Again, from this angle, knees are bent, hips are down, and you are kind of slightly forward. If you'd like to, you can put those arms behind the back to have that concentrated movement through the legs. So what we're doing here is we're getting that full stride out to the side, and we're dragging that leg across, back underneath us, to then push the opposite way and underneath us. So it ends up being kind of this fluid side-to-side motion. Again, from the side, you'll see that sweep of the leg as if you're pushing through the ice, like so. So let me get that timer started again, and we'll do it for our designated time. So like I said, arms behind the back if you'd like. You can, and I'll show you here. You can just be a little more movement oriented with those arms. Excellent. Again, it's that little bit of that swing of that leg, behind, underneath, and then to the side, behind, underneath. Nice, 10 more seconds. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. All right, let's go back to that first one, that side step and hop. And we'll stick with these two exercises, just alternating for a few rounds. So side step hop here. Again, back to that speed, that quickness, and that agility to the side and up. Again, just pushing through the ground through your toes, lifting your heels up for that low impact option. That's it, quick. Hit the ground, go to the other side. There it is, there it is. Nice job. 3, 2, 1. Whew. That one definitely gets the heart going. All right, to those speed skaters. Again, we're slowing it down here and really concentrating on that knee stability and that good push and drive from that side of the glute. Here we go, 2, 1. Nice and low here. Awesome. Nice speed there. Again, concentrate on the push off and that stability as you swing that leg back underneath you. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right, back to it one more time here. The side step hop first. 5, 4, 3, athletic position. We're going to the side. Boom, up on the toes. That's it, quick to the side. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. Whew, I gotta catch my breath too. All right, next one here. Good old like football player type exercise drill, just a classic. I'm gonna pause the timer. So, you might be thinking right now that, oh man, you're gonna make us do burpees? Not today, not today. With this one, it'll be that quick feet drill where you see all those athletes lined up on the field and they're just tap dancing their feet as quick as they can. And you can imagine, coach blows the whistle, they drop to the floor. Like I said, not drop to the floor today, but we are gonna pivot and twist our body to the left and then to the right. So this is kind of up to you on when and that rhythm and pace to put in that twist. So you might do 7 steps of your feet and twist, 7 steps and twist the other way. That's fine. Like I said, it's kind of that arbitrary time and moment to make that pivot. So you got that tap dance to the feet, again, that athletic position, light and quick on those toes, like we did with that quick feet drills. And then on your own time, twist, and then come back to center. Again, it's that little pivot, keeping the chest forward, presented at the sport, you know, again, the ball, the puck, whatever. Twist back, pitter patter the feet, twist. So there is that high impact element with this one. So feel free, when you go into that pivot and twist, just step, making sure the chest and body are facing forward, and then step back. So that is that low impact option where you don't have to like jump and bounce on those toes. So I'm gonna get the timer going again. We're gonna do this one. We're gonna do this 3 times in a row. All right. So if you can follow along with me, that's awesome. So quick feet and twist. Quick feet, twist. Again, the quick feet aspect is up to you. The pivot opportunity is up to you. Again, shoulders stay forward. We're just moving and twisting through that lower spine and pelvis. Let's go. Boom. And time. Beautiful. Now, were you keeping those arms moving as well? Make sure we get those little pumps of those arms. The arms, no matter what, help feed the speed of the legs. All right, here we go. 2, 1. Quick feet. Let's go. Boom. That's it. Quick steps and pivot. Let's go. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. And again, staying up on the toes, not flat on the feet, not through the heels. We're up on those toes. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A little rest here. Woo. I'm gonna need some water after this one. All right, last quick feet. 2, 1, and here we go. Again, tap dance those feet as quick as you can, as if you're stepping on hot coals. Again, that full twist, nice job. That's it, right away, feet moving, feet moving. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, we're gonna pause it there. Whew, nice job. Relax a little bit here. I wanna see what time we have left, about 5 minutes, yeah. So that was kind of an introductory to sports conditioning. Again, the idea with sports conditioning, it's fun class type, something different, but it's centered around what you may have done as a former athlete to try to kind of invigorate that athlete in you. And it's centered around speed, agility, quickness, coordination, some of the major elements that athletes need to be athletic. So if you ever attend another sports conditioning class of mine, you'll get to see just different ways that we incorporate that athletic aspect to this class. Sometimes we add dumbbells for some kind of multi-joint compound movements that are somewhat sport specific, or at least muscles that are used in a sports specific way. So let's go into a little bit of a cool down, some stretches here to kind of round out our class. So cool down is important as well. We at the beginning elevated our internal body temperature. We increased that heart rate and respirations to prepare for exercise. Well, now we've got to come back down to a normal state. So this is where, if you have a yoga mat, we'll do some ground-based exercises sometimes. But for today, since we're standing up right now, we'll just do some standing stretches. So we'll start out nice and wide here in this wide stance. Notice my feet are well outside my shoulders. And we're going to forward fold down to the floor and just allow ourselves to hang. So if you can, bring your hands to the ground. If not, just holding yourself in this position. But the ground is best. If you have like an elevated something on the floor to be able to hang on to and support yourself, that's great as well. From here, we'll walk the hands to the right, and we'll hold this kind of twisted position. And when you're ready, walk the hands to the other side, and we'll hold this twisted position. And then back to center and stand back up. We'll take one arm across the body. And with this one this time, we will hold. We'll hold for about 15 seconds and switch. And release and go to the other side. And release. For the hamstring here, we'll dig the heel into the floor, toe points up, leg stays straight. We're gonna sink our hips back and down behind us here as we stretch out that back of the leg. So if you enjoyed this workout, or if you're here watching the recorded option, make sure you bookmark this so that way you can revisit the specific intervals throughout this class. These were a little more beginner oriented, longer rest periods versus the other sports conditioning classes that I have done previously. Those are a little bit more of that kind of intermediate level. A beginner can do them. You just might have to like pause and take extra rests in between, which is fine. As I mentioned, the recorded aspect, if this is your first video ever, you can always watch this again in a recorded state. So all of our live streams get uploaded to our library of exercises here on YouTube, so you can always revisit those at a later date. If you do show up late to a live stream, do not worry. You can always take that little video slider, the time slider at the bottom of the video screen, and just bring that all the way back to where you want to start. Maybe it's the beginning, maybe it's 5 minutes back, whatever it might be. You can take that slider and start where you would like to start. So lots of options on YouTube, which is fantastic. We really enjoy utilizing this platform to provide this virtual component, virtual option to everyone. But yeah, that is it for me. Great beginner sports conditioning. And again, this is our foundation series here for the next couple weeks. So you'll be getting to learn a lot about the different class styles, maybe some tips and tricks, even exercises, ways to progress, make them challenging or more challenging, or regress them. If we're doing an exercise and you're like, hey, I need to do something a little different, we're going to be teaching you little different ways to do certain exercises, so that way you can still participate and feel good throughout class. So that is it for me. Thanks for joining this Foundations class, beginner sports conditioning. Be looking forward to more of my classes later throughout the weeks for Foundations. We're going to be doing some fun ones. So make sure you stay hydrated, stretch throughout the day at some point, and get some good calories in. That's it for me. Thanks, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you again in the next one.